Yeah, so we had some rain last night, kind of. And that's what, 7 inches deep? And this cover's just not doing it. Well, we're gonna use this pail here and take some of this water out. Scoop number 1. Well, that evaporated quickly. Here with my boy Rufus once again. We're headed to catch some fall LMBs today. It's Sunday. Yesterday we had, as you guys can see, like 15 inches of rain. It rained all day and we weren't able to get out, but there's a ton of wind, bunch of current, and it's just great conditions for fall fishing. A lot of people tend to overlook it, but we're gonna go bite the bullet and hope for some big fish. We're gonna be throwing mostly moving baits today. A lot of this wind is good for fishing, but is kind of conducive for the audio, so I'm sorry about that in advance. But honestly, enough talking. Let's head out and see what we can do. It's not all that deep on this side of the lake, but what we're both throwing is just a couple of moving baits, fall baits, trying to cover some water, figure them out. Apparently there's some current that outflows over on the other side of the lake by that dam. It is a trolling motor only lake, so we're probably just gonna fish the entire lake once and then call it a day and try and find some. Yeah, just shut up, Rungy. Big one, like 1 over 2 pounds. Gets a coffee. All right, I'm down.
It's not as windy as I thought it was.
Not at all. Like the audio is fine. Oh, good one. There's number 1 there. That might be a coffee. Nolan and I have all these bets going on with. Oh yeah, that's a coffee right there. Yeah. We actually, last video I caught some fish like this. They had these. Nolan said they're birthmarks. I thought it was something to do with the water clarity, but just slow rolling that chatterbait. Good fish. That's a coffee, bub. That's a coffee. He just bought me a coffee not too long ago too, or this morning. We got a clean slate, and then he's like, all right, first one to catch a fish gets a coffee, and lo and behold, there goes Rungy. That thing just knocked slack in my chatterbait. I don't even think it was a fish. We're gonna start the challenge based on how many pounds the fish weighs. So if it's 2 pounds, it counts as 2 cups of coffee. If it's 3 pounds, 3 cups, and ever X amount, and then it just, relax. Then it just kind of cancels out the other opponent's amount of coffees. So it's either basically 3 or 0, or somebody else is gonna have to have 0. I think I just cranked it into a fence. Look at how this dam holds the erosion of the rocks, just a fence. All right guys, so we made it to the outflow. Nothing on that dam, surprisingly. We're struggling. Caught that one in the beginning, first 5 minutes, and now I've yet to catch a fish afterwards, but we got a hot tip that this outflow is the money spot, and honestly it looks freaking dope. Jeez, we don't want to go down there, do you? I bet they have to be over here. Going? I know you get a lot of snack. Well, I'm not going over there.
Yeah, I know.
I'm getting going.
Yeah.
What is it? He was stuck on something and then.
Oh!
Oh! That was awesome. He was literally stuck and popped it out of the rock. Look at that fish. That's a giant smallmouth for Illinois. Stud. I thought it was a catfish that came out of the water. We're just over by this outflow. We figured they'd all congregate just right over here where all the current is, and that's a stud small. That's not a 3-pounder. That's like.
Yo, me's happy.
Yeah, maybe these are. Yeah, that's 3 pounds. Stud.
2 cups.
All right, so the rule is that we're doing this Dunkin' Donuts coffee challenge.
We gotta get a pick. I need to.
So we're up to 3 cups. He's up to 3 cups on that one, so it cancels the one I caught in the beginning, which was just 1 cup. Or we'll make it 2 cups, just because it was 2 pounds, and that's 3-pound smallmouth right there. That's an incredible fish. Look good though. Oh. Woo! Call that like a pounder, right? All right, so that cancels out the one that I owed him. Sweet. Huh? Not really. Not gonna lie, this is pretty intimidating. Imagine just going over the outflow. I would be more worried about my death when I got home than my death falling off the waterfall. We had high hopes coming here, guys, and as of now, we're not living up to expectations. It's 0-0 right now. Oh. Oh. Decent one there, guys, on the spinnerbait. Just fishing this windy bank. Oh, my labrum. How big is this fish? Oh, 2-pounder, guys. Solid fish. Oh, geez, sorry. That was terrible. That's a good one. Look at that thing. Just crushed the spinnerbait. That's a good fish for this lake. 2-pounder, 2.5 maybe. We're gonna try and get a photo at the end, so I'm gonna plop this one in the well with that other one. This is a good fish though. Healthy fall bass, dude. On the spinnerbait. Well, that's 2 cups for Big Rung over here. Putting on the pressure. There's one. Sorry, Noel. Sorry, brother. What is that, a pound? Call it a pound. Ooh, 3 cups up now. Swiping the spinnerbait. That's probably the smallest one of the day there. But it's probably around 1.5 pounds. We're just gonna round it down. Thanks, bub. I know.
No.
Woo!
Not a pound, doesn't count.
What do you mean? That other one was 1.5 pounds. It's a fish.
That's not a pound.
That's number 4. Right off that brush. We've been struggling here in the past 30 minutes. Probably haven't caught a fish in, 30 minutes. This kid's deciding to buy me lunch instead. Bad move. Well, I did drive, so. Woo! We just definitely filled up our stomachs, that's for sure. But funny thing is, Rufus thinks a quesadilla is pronounced Queasladilla. I don't know what's going through this kid's head. Alright guys, so after reviewing the footage today, what was I gonna call this video? I mean, I didn't inform you guys about anything. We barely caught any fish. Maybe a Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee challenge? Yeah, something ridiculous like that. So instead of, naming it something stupid, I'm gonna inform you guys about a bait that excels exceptionally well through these fall and spring months. And that bait being right here, a spinnerbait. Now you guys probably know all about these baits. It's pretty self-explanatory of how to work the bait. Chuck and wind is pretty much all you have to do. You literally just rip it through grass, pitch around wood, try and get those reaction strikes. But what I want to inform you guys about is something that separates a lot of the, decent anglers to the very highly successful ones. And that is blade choice. Now there are 3 blades, a Colorado, an Indiana, and a Willow. The first blade combination is a double Willow. That one excels exceptionally well in clear water situations. The reasons why is due to the fact that the blade is so narrow, it gives off more of a flash compared to the Indiana or Colorado blade. So these fish are going to key in, not using their lateral lines, but rather their sense of sight to see these bait. They're going to see these baits from farther away, and these willows give off more of a flash. So that's why I choose that bait in clear water situations. The second blade combination is a combination of a Colorado and Indiana. Now a lot of other companies mix it up. They can do dual Colorados or dual Indianas, and then even a single Colorado in some cases. But a lot of these baits give off more vibration than, say, the Willow blades will. And you can even feel it when you work the bait that your rod tip is thumping a lot harder than it would with a double willow. Another condition where these spinnerbaits excel extremely well is in super cold water. A lot of times I'll be throwing in the pre-spawn period like a 1/2 ounce Colorado Indiana blade, just slow rolling it. A lot of those giant lethargic pre-spawn largemouth will definitely react to that. Why throw that over a, say, a double willow? It gives off more vibration. You can't work a double willow slow enough to be able to feel those blades be ticking when you're reeling it on like a 5/4 gear ratio reel. So that's why I choose that in cold water and dirty water situations. The third option is a combination of the two. It just gives you more of a variety. This is probably one that I choose the most out of any others. It's the combination of a willow in Colorado or a willow in Indiana in some cases. That's probably the one that I use the most. It's just a variety of conditions. That's what the one I was throwing today. And then you can even go into colors, like key in for a double willow, throw a shad-based color. You know you're gonna throw it in clear water, so don't buy yourself a chartreuse spinnerbait that you know you're gonna be throwing in clear water. Throw a natural presentation, and then that goes for the same. If you're throwing a Colorado and Indiana blades, pick a chartreuse lure. Don't think you're gonna throw it in clear water situations. But that's all I have for you guys today. Comment any suggestions you guys have below, and then I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.